Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, part 2 of this. I stated in this video in part 1 that these lines weren't perfect for doing what the person wanted to do. And the pattern is an interactive fill tool, and you'll watch part 1 to do that. But I looked at the pattern at first and I thought, wow, that's really complex because, if you look at it, you've got a square oblong, but then again, you got a square oblong going this way. And if you look at it, it kind of blows your mind. So I went off the graphic and I drew a square, and it's rotated at 30 degrees. Now, if we look, this thing, we're going to make it even. We're going to make it 0.5 of an inch. I don't know why it changed I'm using somebody else's program. Anyway, Control D to make a duplicate, and then mirror it, and then nudge it. Okay. I got my nudge sector set on 1, so I need 0.5. And then nudge it back, and that puts those two up there. Now, there's a triangle right here. You can kind of see it. So if we take a 2-point line and go from there to there, that really bugs me. Let me see if I can't make these hairlines. It says it's a hairline. Let's make it bigger, and I'll make it hairline. I don't know why that is, but that's neither here nor there. Now, if you notice, we nudged it. So we're going to make a duplicate of that and nudge it over twice, and we get that. Now, immediately you see another triangle. So we need to take a 2-point line and go from here to here. And then what we're going to do, because we made it kind of symmetrical, we're going to hit the plus sign, and we're going to nudge it down and then mirror it. And there you go. We got another triangle here to split. And if the more you do on the first before you start nudging, the better off you are. So we've got that done. We're going to take this now. I don't know why that does that sometimes. And I'm going to hit the plus key, and I'm going to nudge it over twice. See, so those lines followed. Matter of fact, I'm going to go one more. So all we have to do now is take our 2-point line and go from there to there. All the rest of them are really done. Now we're going to hit the plus key and nudge it over 4 times. And if you go 5, you can always go back. Now we got one more here to do. 2-point line from there to there. Now, because it's relatively symmetrical, let's group this together, Control G, and hit the plus key on the keyboard and move it down. Now you're going to have to put in these crossbars to make these triangles. And so if you do this before you make another duplicate, you won't have to do as many because these are already done when we click down. And I'm not going to do a whole sheet of them, but you'll get the idea. We can actually probably go ahead and close that guy and go ahead and close that guy. Now, let's go plus on the plus keyboard and look at that. And then go ahead and fill in those other lines that we haven't gotten to yet. And because we're nudging, everything is pretty much perfect. And you really need to do this, up or down after you get your left and right one done, so you won't have to fill in many lines. And you could go now and you could fill in these lines, but we're not going to really use the outside. We're going to do one more. Plus key, nudge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And see, if you went 8, you could always go back. Now we've got some more lines to do. It looks like it's a really complex, and it is, because it kind of plays with your eyes on what is what. So we're really done. I'm off on that one, so I'm going to hit the delete key. I hit my calculator key. If you watched enough of my videos, you know I do that quite often. So there's our pattern. Now we can group it together, Control G, and this time we can make it smaller. The pattern will remain the same. And we're going to take this giraffe and left click, right click, and put it, I'm going to hit P, put it in the center of the page, put this in the center of the page. by hitting P. And as long as you can see the black lines on top of the red, and they're not, so we need to grab our black, and you can see, well, I grabbed the red. Well, let's grab the red and just go to Object, Order, Back a Page. This way our black lines are on top of the red. And then all you have to do, well, what we're going to do, we're going to grab that black and make a duplicate of it and move it over. Now we're going to take in case something happens, we're going to make the intersect tool, and we're going to intersect it. And then we're going to move that over. And because I have the outline, it completes this scenario, because we got some lines that aren't there because they ran into the outline. So we'll put it back. You could make the whole thing black now if you wanted, just by right-clicking your mouse. And now the lines are perfect. I'm using somebody else's file, but that's still a hairline. I don't know why that does that sometimes. It doesn't matter. So then all she has to do is take her Smart Fill tool, and it would be a lot of work. I'm going to try to work on a way you could select the squares maybe. I don't know if it's possible, but we're going to grab some other colors, and see, you could just go through here and randomly pick colors, just as long as they're not touching. And let's do a yellow. It'd almost be better not even to look, just sporadically put them through there. Let's do a light blue. You know, I'm not even looking, I'm just clicking on colors. We'll go ahead and make that with blue. Let's get a purple. I'm going to try to fill in this little part so you'll have kind of an idea what's going on. We'll get another, we haven't used green. Now they're probably too close together, but you get the idea. And see, because the lines now are perfect, I must have hit outside the line. Because the lines are perfect, everything's going to be perfect. Anyway, I hope that helped them a little bit. Thank you for watching.